Consolidation. It's the word of the day, or week. One thing leads to another as Bruce attempts many sieges. Emphasis on the word attempts, as the diplomatic negotiations in the world are a force to be reckoned with. Bruce visits an old stomping ground. Hello and welcome back to Shokuho and the Dreams of Legends submod, and we have Mr. Takeda Shingen giving Utsunomiya to this fellow right here. And yeah, actually, you know what? I took a look at some of our policies, and I feel like almost every single policy is looking pretty decent. I'm actually kind of surprised about this. Obviously, this is the best, you know. But the thing is, we don't even need to worry about that, really. And the great thing about that is that in this mod, as far as I can tell, you don't actually have a loyalty, or shall we say, yeah, loyalty penalty for being a different culture. So that actually makes the AI's decision-making completely moot. You don't need to worry about it. You know, you could just relax with that. So I personally really enjoy that particular decision that they made, because what that does effectively is it makes pretty much, well, policies, you could just go with anything you like, you know. I mean, if you can actually get it to pass, you know, if you can get it to pass, then that's obviously good, and good on you, you know, that's great. However, when it comes to the base game, for example, and a couple of other mods, obviously, because they don't think about the loyalty thing, then, you know, that's really a pretty big impact, in my opinion. I feel like that's a pretty big impact. But anyway, we're just going to try to level up our engineering skill a little bit more here, and obviously we're going to be going into Masuku Castle in a second. Hopefully Utsunomiya will actually be relatively well defended here as well. Did I actually level up? No. Okay, I thought I did for some reason. Okay, our wife did actually level up, so let's see. Or not level up, but gain a... yes, gain a perk point. Yeah. Imposing stature. Not exactly great, right? Not exactly great for a secondary character. There are a lot of those. There are a lot of perks that are basically pointless. And that's exactly the reason why I would love to see a, I don't know, for me personally, I'd love to see a perk rework. I know that's, I mean, that's a huge deal, because there's just so many perks to really deal with. But Shokuho has actually redone a couple of them, you know, because obviously, if you know this, you know, you've seen the series so far, you know that I mentioned this multiple times, and I've said, oh, there are no shields, there are no shields. Yes, there are no shields, of course. So that means every single shield perk is no longer in the game, because they removed it. And that is amazing. That is really nice. Okay, so we are going to be... what are we going to do? We're going to do Vigor with our child here, and Cunning and Intelligence will be the automatic one as well. There we go. Alright, well, that's not too bad, I suppose, but yes. I do have to admit that I really appreciate the fact that the modding team have done specific perks, because, as I say, there are a lot of different perks that you will see in Bannerlord that are just not very useful. You know, they're just not very useful, and I suppose that does lend itself a bit to realistic expectation, because, well, a lot of things in real life are not that useful too, you know, if you think about it. But from my perspective, I do very much appreciate it from gameplay wise. You know, I feel like that's really nice. Anyway, we are going to wait 2 more days, and then we're going to head on into the... No, we're not. Okay, apparently. Yes, we're not going to head into the siege. Alright, yes, we got 38,000. Okay, well, that is kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, because we would have easily taken this castle, like no one's business. We would have taken it very easily, but unfortunately in this case, yes, I was just about to go off screen as well because no one wants to sit there and watch me starve these, these little fellows out. Anyway, yeah, vote for the new owner of Okamoto Castle. Okay, yeah, I've basically just been abstaining this entire time because there is no real reason for me to, go with, get any relation with them because we're all maxed out, hilariously enough. Yeah, we're all maxed out, and obviously, as you can see here, we are actually in positive. We are actually having a positive influence gain, which is very, very interesting to me because we did have some corruption issues earlier on, and the corruption issues themselves, obviously, they were from the fact that our fellows here were so extremely, oh dear, yes, Okyama has been taken, but yeah, they were very, very what is it now? Not grateful. They were generous. That's it. They were so generous to give us so many of those fiefs that really made a huge difference, to be honest. But yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do is we have to actually rush a little bit here. We have to rush to the Oda clan, and we're going to have to see what we could do about dealing with them because, well, they're otherwise going to expand. I'm not sure if they'd expand dramatically or not, but generally, if you can, contain a particular faction in an area, that's kind of what you want to do. You don't really want to let them spread out and stuff like that, because consolidation, like I said, consolidation is the name of the game here. Oh dear, Kyosu. Okay, this is gonna be very painful. Well, it looks as though we're not actually going to be fighting the Oda clan either. Yes, they have decided to make peace too, so it looks as though the Mori will be our... Oh dear. Do you see what's happening? Do you see what's happening here? Yes, I am actually thinking right now that we're probably not going to be able to... Are you seriously giving me this? Oh no, I do not want it. Okay, yes, unfortunately for me, we're going to have to say yes to this. I'm going to abstain. Once again, don't want to spend any of my influence at the moment, but this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible, and the reason is I have no idea where this castle is. Is it right here? No. Where is it? Where did they... Where was the army? I have no idea. Yeah. Oh, is it there? I think that was it right there, right? Yes, that was it right there. Okay. Well, I'm probably... Yeah, it's probably because Odani is really, really close by, but the thing is, I don't want to spend the time doing that, but the thing is, look at this. The Mori are now going to do the war exhaustion thing as well, and then we're going to have 0 enemies, and that's going to be the worst possible thing in the world. I just can't believe it. Yeah, if you... Oh, wow, that's an old reference. If I make this reference right now, there's barely anyone that's going to get it, I assume. Yeah, Victor Meldrew. There we go. That's all I have to say. I can't believe it. Yes, yeah, that kind of thing. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can actually take Okyama back, even though it is... Oh, actually, you know what? We've done quite a number on this. Never mind. We've actually done a very good job. I'm quite surprised. Okay, I was kind of thinking that what would happen here is that I'd come here and there'd be, about 1,000, about 1,000 prosperity or something like that, because it had 800 prosperity when we first took this. And I thought to myself, oh yeah, we're never going to get anything from this, we're never going to get any cash from this, because prosperity does take quite some time to advance. But I have to admit, we've done a pretty good job. I'm actually surprised, because usually, I don't really think I'm doing that good of a job most of the time. So it's nice. It's nice that we're actually getting a little bit more prosperity for this place. If we take a look at it, wait a minute, can I actually not see it now? For some reason, I can't mouse over this now. For some reason, I don't know what's actually going on here. Okay, apparently I can't mouse over this now. Can I mouse over this? Yeah, maybe. There. Prosperity. No, just the morale and everything. Okay. Yeah, there is no way for me to see the prosperity while I'm on the siege. Okay, that's kind of weird. Anyway, as you can see here, we do have this fellow, and we are going to... Yeah, you could tell I was attempting to pronounce that, and I was like, yeah, no, yeah, I'll probably just give that a miss for now. Probably not going to do it this time. Thank you. because I'm not too bad at saying names here, but that was a little bit too long for my current state of mind. So I'm just gonna leave it. Yes, just gonna leave it. But yeah, anyway, the point is we're actually getting +4 prosperity every single day at Okyama, or at the very least it was when we saw it just now. So if you think about that, that's a significant increase every single day. I've rarely seen that. So it must mean that we've had some pretty good constructions here, you know, pretty good amounts of stuff. I got to be a little bit careful here. I don't really want to get myself... Oh dear. I thought this was not a dead end. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Well, oh wow. Okay, yeah, this might be somewhat problematic. Okay, I'm gonna get out my bow here. Gonna try to do a little bit of snipage. We'll see if we can actually get some sniping going on here. I highly doubt. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, I'm kind of surprised about this. Nice. Okay, and oh, missed that one. Well, that was not too bad. We got some pretty decent bow skill there, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get up here with minimal damage taken. Yes, hopefully. Yeah, this is not looking particularly good, actually, considering the fact that we did pretty well. I mean, there was a small section of time there where I was not really getting that many kills, but... yeah, that was just because I went on a bit of a missing streak, but, you know, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do... oh, hello. Okay, no, never mind. I was about to say what my initial plan was. And this seems good a plan as any. Murder everything in sight. I just acted like one of them. Yes, I just acted like one of them. Hello there, friends. I am one of you. Yes, that's basically what I said. And then they were like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah, we totally get that. We totally get that. No, not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. And hopefully we'll be able to destroy this very fast. I mean, the Nodachi is absolutely amazing at destroying this, so should be fine. Unfortunately, this enemy behind is actually causing the weapon to think that I'm attacking them instead, so that's great. Okay, yeah, now we can do some pretty cool things here. I'm gonna get shot. Pretty sure I'm gonna get shot by a gun. Oh, no guns, no guns. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now we're just gonna go over here. And someone actually recommended in a previous episode to go up on the tower first instead of going the other way that I normally go. So I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, actually that does seem like a pretty nice way to go. So thank you very much for recommending this route instead, because I'm always kind of in a bit of, you know, spot of bother about that. You know, I'm thinking to myself, okay, which way do we go? You know, which one is the best? Which one is more efficient? And, you know, most of the time I feel like, yeah, actually, this is actually really good because we're no longer being shot from behind. That makes a big difference. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that in future. I feel like that is much more effective. And as you can see, the enemy has been completely and utterly destroyed here. Oh. Ah. Wait a minute. What's actually going on here? What look at this. Why do we have people back here? Oh dear. Okay. You know what's really funny? I would have absolutely destroyed every single person in here, but unfortunately, that's what happens when you have one gunner. This guy. Yep. I mean, he's got a very glorious mustache, but that's pretty much it. So, yes, unfortunately for Bruce, he is now sleeping with the fishes, as it were. That is very sad. And what else is very sad is we are getting absolutely slaughtered at the front here because my forces are not coming in for some reason. Ah, there we go. Now they're coming in. I don't know why they don't come in at the same time. It's a little bit strange. And it may be that I need to run away because we only have 170 people, and you can see here how many forces we're actually ending up losing right now. Yeah, actually, we are going to run away. I know. There aren't that many left, but maybe, I don't know. It feels to me like, yeah, no. As you can see, this was going to be a, well, we're going to have to leave. Are you serious? We're going to have to leave? This is absolutely terrible. This is probably one of the worst things that could have happened because that's exactly what happened. I just got shot, and that was an instant death. Well, never mind. All right. We're going to have to make do with this. Let's actually just see what happens here, because these guys are maybe... They might try to besiege Hoagie Castle. If they do that, that's actually going to be really good. That is actually going to be really, really good for us. And how many... Wait a minute. How many did I actually lose? Quite a significant amount. Okay, let's just get some of our prisoners to join us. And this guy... Oh, okay, wait a minute. This guy got executed. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I like that. A courier bearing a peace offering from the Mori has arrived. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't really want to do that. I did not want any peace agreement right now. Thank you very much. I wanted some slaughter. I wanted some slaughter, thank you. Yeah, that would have been much, much nicer. Oh well, never mind. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit more management here. This is basically what I do in my off-screen time most of the time. I just literally come to these places, slap a little bit of money in there. I mean, I've got so much cash. Might as well put a little bit more. And then just try to upgrade these things over time. And, well, it is a little bit difficult to do that when you have to run to every single one of your fiefs. And there's a huge number of them, obviously. I mean, literally. I've got things over here. Ikuno Castle, Miki Castle. And then we've got over here where we have Tezu Tsuyama Castle as well. It's absolutely insane how many we have, and they're so far away. It's, well, far away from each other, shall we say. So that's not great. Let's just say that. Okay, well, first of all, I'm thinking... Oh, yeah, we're going to go in here. Hello there, sir. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You thought that I wasn't going to come in here. No. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, the question is... Ah, yes, we did level up our bow skill. Okay, so what do we want? Minus 10% damage from projectiles. Would that have saved me against that gun? Maybe. And because we're going into a field battle here, I'm going to be super aggressive. That's all I'm going to do, because we have so much HP. Look at that. We've got 60%. Yes, we've got so much HP. It's not like we're going to get shot in the face ever, is it? No. No. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. Not in a million years. Unfortunately, we are on a massive hill here. And that is going to make a significant difference to how effective we are. And I might actually just get myself killed. Who knows? I might literally just die instantaneously. But at the very least... Oh, yes, let me just kill that guy. There we go. I need to kill the gunners. I need to kill the gunners, because otherwise they're going to kill me. And that's not going to be very fun. There we go. Yes, nice. Okay, so we can hopefully just murder everyone else that we have available here. And hopefully my cavalry will not get too, shall we say, swamped in the environment. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. This is definitely a picturesque battlefield, though. Definitely one of those battlefields that you'd probably want to fight on quite often, just because look at how cool it looks. It's absolutely fantastic, really, really scenic, and it's definitely one of those. I would love to be on the opposite side, though, you know, because the opponent did actually get onto a hill, and they had an amazing height advantage, but obviously that doesn't make any difference. Yes, as you can see right there, 14 renown, 26 influence. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Now let's actually just take a look at Okyama, because here's the problem here. Me obviously taking this guy prisoner, or at the very least defeating him, is not really very good. I probably should not have done this if we wanted to maintain some semblance of war against the Mori, because they are going to, you know, they're going to have war exhaustion kicking in relatively soon. Ah, no, okay, no. We might have this. Okay, we might have this in the bag. If I can... Oh, no, this is so terrible, isn't it? This is just... Yeah, across the board, this is just awful. We're not really having a very good time here. Okay. Well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do otherwise? Well, we're just going to level these guys up into horse archers, 12 horses. Okay, let's go in. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. If, yeah, if these guys come back, we're going to have a problem. But, I mean, look at how many they have still. They still have basically the exact same, if not... Yes! Allies! Come on, allies. Yes, okay. They're actually coming over and helping us out. This is wonderful. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're immediately going to go in here when we have the opportunity to do so. Please, 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 please. I really hope that this guy does not wait too long to go in. Because we need to go in. We need to go in. Otherwise, war exhaustion is literally going to happen. Yes, nice. Okay, I actually thought that was a peace agreement for a second. Okay, so first of all, let me just spec into Way of the Spear. Yes, Way of the Spear has been specced. And we got this. Okay, nomadic traditions for this guy, even though we have barely even seen that guy for very long. We're going to go for good natured here with this fellow as well, and then we can just make our way in. I think that guy actually had a focus point, but... Well, yeah, I guess I'll spec that afterwards or something, but... Yeah, we'll see what happens here. This is obviously Okyama. I now have a little bit more HP, so that's nice. I'm just going to get off my horse and... okay, yeah, we're going to go a little bit like this. I will try to be a bit sniperish once again. Well, that seemed to go pretty well, surprisingly enough. I was kind of surprised, to be honest. We did pretty nicely there, and instead maybe we yeah, no, actually we should kill these. That was a gunner right there. That was a little bit risky. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everyone to charge in. I do not want anyone waiting back here. But the question is, are they going to listen to me, or are they going to listen to their commander? Because they're definitely going to listen to the commander, aren't they? I'm definitely not commanding this. Because of course I'm not. You know, if I was the liege of the faction, then obviously we might get a little bit luckier in regards to them listening, but yes, in this case, no. Not so much. Let's see if we can do some damage here. We'll do the same thing that we did last time, but obviously I'm going to be a little bit more careful in regards to... Oh, no, that's a gunner right there. Okay, I'm going to try to kill him before he reloads. Nice. And we're going to go over here. We're going to try to take out the tower first once again, and then we'll see what we can do. I'm actually kind of wondering whether it's a good idea for me to switch to my bow and actually just shoot these guys from here. Maybe that's cool. Yeah, no, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm convinced, to be honest, because what's going to happen is they're just going to shoot me as soon as I appear. And because we are obviously outnumbered, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to do that without taking damage. Lots of gunners. Wow. Every single one of them was a gunner. We're not already inside. No, we're not. Okay, yes, of course not. Okay, yeah, for some reason, where are my forces? I mean, obviously, as I said, I told them to charge, but they're not going to listen to me. So, yeah, it's going to be a slight bother for me. Yes. Okay, yeah, let's just be a little bit careful here. Yeah, no, I tried to deflect it, but no, it's not going to happen. Okay, now our army is coming in. All right, maybe we're going to get something from this. Yeah, if we can get in there, then this is going to be great. But if we can't, then, well, I think we'll be fine. Just purely because we have so many troops, right? We have so many people right now. No more arrows. Unfortunate. Oh well, never mind. I believe we're good. I believe we are actually going to win this and take back Okyama. Now, this is obviously hilarious because we did own this before, and this is exactly the reason why we're spread too thinly. That's the reason. I mean, look at consolidation. I mean, I know, I say it way too often. Maybe, do I? Yeah, well, it's the word of the day, isn't it? Yes, it's the word of the day. Okay, so yeah, anyway, point is, consolidation is the way to go. Because if the Takeda clan had actually consolidated a little bit here, we would have pretty much no issues. Because what we'd be doing is we'd be eliminating enemies over and over again. We would be eliminating enemies so much. Oh, wow, we're actually freeing a bunch of ladies here. All right, okay. Very nice indeed. Okay, so otherwise we're just going to take what we can of the samurai prisoners and yeah, there we have it. Okay, I don't really care about anything else. Okay, so we're going to have a look here. Well, obviously war exhaustion is going to come up now, and it's going to be basically, you know, yeah, pretty wonderful peace agreement. I mean, to be fair, I actually do like the war exhaustion system. But it is just very unfortunate when we have situations like we've had in this episode where you're literally trying to siege something, and then all of a sudden the war exhaustion starts up, and then you're like, oh, well, there you go. I can't do anything about that. And yeah, then it becomes like that. I'm actually quite surprised. What's actually going on here? We're at 100. The enemy is at 100, so you'd expect them to have some kind of war exhaustion thing coming in here. If I try to besiege something, does that force them into immediate surrender or something? Oh, yeah, yes. And of course, oh, yeah, see, this is what's so funny. Look at that. As soon as I, yeah, well, never mind. I built up the town, right? I built up the town this entire time, and now they're giving it to someone else because they don't trust me. They don't trust me anymore to look after it. And that makes all the sense in the world, to be honest, because let's face it, if you fail to do something, especially something as important as this, well, you're probably not going to be trusted to do it again, are you? No, probably not. Anyway, as you can see right here, we do have some pretty big issues with the Mori, but unfortunately, it's going to be quite some time until we get the opportunity to attack them again. However, we have managed to expand quite dramatically around Edo here, kind of. But when they decide to declare war on us again, we might be a little bit readier than we were beforehand. Readier? Yes, more ready, I suppose. Yeah, so the question is, let me actually just take a quick look here. Do we have anyone that we can actually attack? It looks as though that's probably not the case. Nope. Yeah, we can attack these guys, but these are literally just rebels, so that's not really going to do much, I don't think, unless we are going to be attacking Himeji. Yeah, that could be a potential for us, but for now, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.